We said we have those that we call International Accreditation Forum. International Accreditation Forum is a forum of all accreditation bodies. Accreditation bodies are the likes of NINAS in Nigeria. They are the likes of UCAS in UK. They are the likes of IAS in Canada. They are the ones that give power to various certification bodies to be able to carry out certification. Certification bodies are of different types when it comes to ISO standard. We have management system certification bodies. We have personnel certification bodies. We have verification bodies. We have inspection bodies. We have testing and calibration laboratory bodies. We have medical laboratory bodies. We have proficiency testing providers. All of them need to conform to a particular standard. Conformance to a particular standard is very important. It doesn't start in a day. If they want to, because if the accreditation bodies want to give them the power, they have to audit them, so they need to provide evidence. So it means that they will have started doing it on a larger scale or on a smaller scale or on a medium scale. Let's start with management system certification bodies. For any organization that want to start issuing certification, ISO certification to organizations, they need to conform to what we call ISO 17021, which is a conformity assessment. That is what they need to conform to in order to be able to have the power to give certification body. They might have been doing it for some time, but to become relevant, they are already relevant anyway, but to connect the dot and to finish all that is required, they need to provide evidence so that they will now become officially recognized that they are into ISO certification. They are giving ISO certification to organizations. So as a management system certification body, they need to conform to ISO 7021. We have personnel certification body. Personnel certification bodies are those ones that issue individual ISO certification. Example of personnel certification body is QMSAI that we are talking about. QMSAI is a certification body for individual because they conform to ISO 7024, sorry to say. If they do not conform to ISO 7024, they don't have the right to be able to issue certification for ISO. But because they are conforming to that standard, that is why they are able to say that they can issue certification for individuals. The likes of PECB will not remain PECB if they do not conform to ISO 7024. What makes IACA to be IACA is their conformance to ISO 7024, which is the requirement that they need to conform to as a personnel certification body. What makes IACA, what makes PECB, what makes QMSAI to be able to issue certification is their conformance to ISO 7024. No organization will wake up one day and say that they just registered their organization in their country and they want UCAS or they want NINAS or they want IAS, which are accreditation bodies, to come and accredit them to start doing certificate. They need to provide evidence, and part of those evidence as a certification body, personnel certification body, is to provide evidence that they've been issuing certificate, is to provide evidence that they have auditors, they have audit trainers, they have those are members of their organization. These are the evidence that they will provide in order to now get sealed as an accreditation body, so as a certification body. So if they do not get engaged, if they do not have people to engage them, to train them, to issue certificate to them, they will not have enough evidence to provide to accreditation bodies to be able to certify them, to be able to accredit them as a certification body. We also have verification bodies. Those ones, they need to conform to ISO 14065. It is very important. If they do not conform to ISO 14065, they will not be called a verification body.